195 is 5 away from 200, and that doesn't matter at all.
You're mathematically correct.
Yep.
Technically correct.
195 is like what all of y'all's stamina is now.
No.
No.
Nah, my stat is 150, man.
Yeah, it's
Come
only
on,
150.
bro.
Come on.
Let's not exaggerate here.
A decent chunk above that.
Average stamina.
If you put us
Now
all together,
everybody send me your stamina. I want to average it up.
it's 150.
Everybody, like all y'all?
Ours,
168
our twos.
for Kuiper.
166.
Oh, no, it's going to be lower
It's
than
the
that.
soldier level that does that for y'all.
Okay.
Got that
Curious.
soldier.
What's
All right,
the
so
average?
it's 150. Two of them are 150.
Mm-hmm.
Then a 168.
Yep.
All right. What else?
Josh
Yours.
is
166 is mine.
166 plus. Okay.
And what's your total stamina?
210.
It's not gonna be. It's not gonna be.
It's going to be quite there.
168.8 is the average stamina of the party.
Repeating, of course.
So we'll call it 169. Nice.
I fucking love y'all.
I love that. I saw a like web comic not long ago, and somebody, the cartoon character, walking up to the other one is like, "Oh, what you reading?" He's like, "Oh, I'm reading about the the training dogs experiment."
Pavlovian?
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm reading about Pavlovian training where you can train animals to react to certain stimuli. And he's like, animals are so stupid. So what page are you on? 69. It's like, nice.
Nice. I've seen that one, yeah.
Oh man.
It's true, man. It's true.
Yeah, that was a good fight. That was a good fight last episode. I thought it was like enough to make you guys have to be tactical, but you guys all played well and handled the fight. Got to do some cool stuff. Got a couple criticals thrown around in there. You know, like
Both
it's
directions.
everything that you could want out of a Starfinder fight. I think. Yeah,
I had a lot of fun with it despite not getting any criticals.
yeah. It is episode 195, and like I've been going back and forth for a long time about like, well, am I going to do something for 200? I mean, the episode 100 is when we introduced the Shadow Party, you know, but I just don't think we're in a place story-wise or time-wise or just me caring-wise to do anything special for 200 as far as the story. But do you guys want to
As
do
far as
anything special?
constructing something for
Yeah,
it.
Yeah.
I
Like,
think...
Light party.
I think
Right,
we
I
should
feel-
do like a listen along. That would be the extent.
I feel like I'm a big part of why you're so hesitant to be like, oh, let's not celebrate, the numbers as milestones because they're arbitrary. But like, I'm cool with celebrating things. I'm not cool with doing it 50 episodes out. Like 5 episodes away, we're getting close to a big milestone. Like that's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
I mean, I love you, Heath, but it has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with the time sink that I don't want to put into writing a 3-part thing for 200. But like, should we?
I don't think... Well, I personally...
No, what's
You
coming up?
I don't know that we're in a space that we could do anything funky. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think that there is. I think it's a very likely possibility that episode 200 could be like a real great like role playing situation.
well, there we go.
It's possible that you guys will be back home for a little bit on Absalom Station. So there's some things to think about. But you have to survive the world siege first. That's the big deal.
If around then we're going back to Absalom, we could absolutely write in like a big party.
yeah. I'm just like not trying to put that shit on you if we stuck in the world seat. You know what I'm saying?
We'll see where we're at. But the bigger thing is like, holy crap, we've almost done 200 episodes.
Yeah, that.
That's wild. I remember whenever we were recording Storm King's Thunder. Now, granted, we didn't start recording until about halfway through that campaign.
Yeah.
But like, there's only like 35, 36 episodes of that. And I remember at the end of that being like, dang, we got like
They're also
36
like 2.5
I
hours
was just
each.
gonna say, yeah.
Like at the beginning that they are, but as we got closer to, as we started honing it and I started cutting them up into like hour and 20, and, like they are now. Like, so we'll say, even if we said it was 60 hours worth of content,
That's nothing. Nothing.
that's
Not even
like
close.
nothing
Cute.
compared to where we are now.
That's
You know what I mean? Like, yeah. It's just wild to me, and
And to
I
be
love playing
fair,
games with you guys, and it's awesome that we have them recorded at least for our own ability to like go back and listen to our favorite parts. Turns out there's other people that like to listen to it too. So thanks, guys, for everybody's listening.
what's funny to me is like we already have over 200 episodes. Like if you think about it, right?
Yeah, because we have several like multi-parters,
yeah.
and yeah.
But we don't have to think about it. It's fine. It's fine.
We do need
But if
to.
you did think about it,
That's not our strong suit. No, but we did recently in the Discord. Somebody had brought up like when we going to do another listen along. We could do a listen along. We
I
haven't
think that
done
would be
one.
fun.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how it plays out.
I love the Loki. I ain't committing to nothing.
I'm not committing anything right here and right now because there is still 5 episodes between now and then, and who knows what could happen between then. Like I think I have a pretty good idea, but I feel like we will have finished book 1 of Devastation Ark by then. I do think that we will, but it just depends on how long it takes y'all to clear out the rest of the ship. So let's get after it. Let's start clearing out the ship.
We just did.
You guys,
We took out all the robots.
You took out 3
thank you for
of
pronouncing it correctly, Heath.
I've been listening. I've been hardcore on my Game of Thrones re-listen. So last
There's a
episode,
lot of robots in that.
There's so many.
Well, when y'all kept saying robots, there aren't any robots in it, but there's a character named Robot Glover. That I keep hearing like Robot Glover, like because the gruff narrator of the.
All right. Well, so you did take out the robots, and you now are. I just want to take a moment to take in the fact that you are on the deck of the World Seed. This is a 1,000,000-year-old starship.
Jeez. Yeah.
That like had all the the entire species of people who now populate the top of this planet. And, and this core is heating up the whole planet, potentially to dangerous levels. But, I mean, like, this is pre-Pathfinder Galarian. Mm-hmm. That's how old it is. You know what I mean? And, like, you're looking at this big, grand command deck that has these 5 stations. And there is that one, like, orb that has runes all over it on the podium in the central part of it, emitting this pale lavender light over all this abandoned equipment. And you remember that?
Kind of cool, I guess.
Yeah, and you remember that, like, based on what you have pieced together, that it's very unlikely that any Civ even used this ship, because it got sent away before they could get on it, and they got sent away with a bunch of Bantrids on it. So it's like all in pristine, never been used condition. As you look at it, what do you guys want to do?
Well,
How do you feel?
All right. Who's gonna lick it?
Siva stands up and moves forward. No.
I was born for this moment, darling.
Stand aside. No, I would like to know the runes. Are they runes or are they Civ?
They are runes.
I would like to do some things and try and read it.
Okay, well, you only have to do one thing.
Okay.
Which is roll the mysticism check. Yeah.
Okay, well, I do
Runeblade
have
come out.
comprehend languages. I just want to throw that out there. So, just FYI.
I'll roll the mysticism check.
Can I aid?
Sure.
I do that.
Okay, let's see. I rolled a natty 16
Okay.
plus 25
Okay.
plus the 8. 16 plus 27.
That'll do
enough?
it.
Sweet.
Yes.
Them's numbers, baby.
They are all numbers. Every one of them.
Of all the numbers, those are a
That's
couple.
one, yeah.
So you actually recognize this as a religious symbol of Iloratu, which is a god that you guys are familiar with that is worshipped, in modern Starfinder times.
Really?
Yes. Iloratu is known to be the hidden truth is kind of its subtitle for Iloratu. And Iloratu is the god of knowledge and secrets, of esoteric magic and mundane history. It's knowing those secrets and protecting those secrets. And so those secrets include the origins of this god, which he remains, of course, very silent and protective of.
Okay.
Side
Well,
note,
yeah.
isn't he, or they?
It's he.
Is it he?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Iloratu, isn't that the one that actually replaced Nethys, who was the god of knowledge for Pathfinder 1E?
I don't think so. I think Iloratu is older than Nethys, but I'm not positive. You could be correct. But the hidden truth we know is actually the archives of Nethys is like that, is another website that you can go and get all the rules. It's all, so they
Very
are
useful tool. Thanks,
Yeah.
Archives of Nethys.
and the hidden truth, which are two separate separate things.
That's great.
But yeah, so it's very interesting that the Civ would be worshiping them, but there it is, right there before you.
It makes me a little uneasy that of its major centers of worship, there are Octurn and Eox.
But also Castroville.
Yeah, I mean, that tempers... And Adari, both
Yeah.
delightful places.
Delightful.
It's the thing about Iloratu is that
mean,
it's
they're
all
neutral.
about magic. Yeah, it's all about magic, right? But a lot of spellcasters don't like Iloratu because in Iloratu's eyes, it's magic, is more art than scientific. So technomancers, for instance, are not fans of Iloratu.
Really?
It's Iloratu's magic comes from within. It's your charisma, your spirit, creativity and insight and all those things.
Well, that's
So
kind of
it's-
weird.
Yeah, you can at least suss out that Civs would have had a magic officer as part of their core crew because of this station.
The scrying orb there, like they just stand at that bridge and just scry.
Right.
So, okay, this is wild. Because I'm just looking at Iloratu stuff. One of its most obvious mysteries is that of its holy symbol, like this one, a ring of magical runes. While Lashunta had utilized one of the runes for millennia in their magic, it wasn't until the Kasathas arrived with knowledge of one of the others that it became clear that some greater game was afoot. Today, the Pact Worlds have managed to identify 4 of Iloratu's 6 sacred runes, all related to magical traditions of different races.
No shit.
So there's supposedly 2 still out there.
Are those 2 on this scrying orb?
Sounds like
It's
one of them is.
possibly.
Okay.
Possibly.
If so, this is a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely is a big deal that a 1,000,000-year-old species was worshiping Iloratu. But I will say that given the knowledge check that your characters rolled and not having, an encyclopedia of Iloratu's history at their fingertips, you don't know much beyond that at this point. But it is certainly something to note and take with you as far as the knowledge that you're gaining. I will say, taking 20 on looking at the consoles, while they might seem strange, you can identify them as being similar to stations for a starship crew. And you note that there are no gunnery stations, but that makes sense as the World Seed was
Not
a
a combat
Generational
ready
ship.
vessel.
Or,
right,
colony
right.
ship.
Yep. However, you also note that all the power to the command deck is non-functional. It's offline. And Again, taking 20 on an engineering or physical science check, you guys would realize that it would be perilous to attempt to try to restore any further dormant power cores. That you have the main power core that you've seen on, and it's already radiating enough heat to like change the temperature of the surface of Hib. And you can see that there are actually 2 other cores somewhere on the ship, but activating them could be catastrophic. And you actually should feel more inclined to try to shut down the core that is active.
Based on what we're seeing, if this panel or this deck, I guess, is shut down, do we have any obvious inclination, whatever, to how the fuck to turn that big old ball off?
So the ball is just residual magical energy.
No, I'm talking about the core.
Oh,
sorry.
No, you don't. But what I will say is that there are doors that exit to the north and to the south of this deck, into 2 other areas of the ship. So there's some doors up here to the north and some doors down here to the south.
Before we start wandering off towards doors, could we document this room? Could we take pictures of it or something?
Absolutely.
Nice, yeah.
Because we know the basics, but we are in contact with some people that are interested in information about this ship.
Truly.
We do that.
We do that. Mike sets up a little photo booth and blah, blah, blah.
Takes a lot of selfies.
Watch out, wizard.
You know what? It's not worth it. Just not worth it.
I will say
Prove to me right now you're not a wizard.
I will say that you can assess that it is
Wisdom
one of
caster.
the 6. It is one of the 6 runes that are unknown to the current
shit.
galaxy.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that's what I was wondering. That's awesome.
Yeah.
There are a couple foot lockers on either side of the command deck door that you came in. Mm-hmm. These little things kind of by Fel.
Yeah.
There are some foot lockers there. Fel, if you want to just take a look at them real quick, they're not locked.
Are they trapped?
Why don't you roll me a perception check?
I want to check to see if they're trapped. Just, paranoid son of a bitch.
Fair enough.
I moved my
understand.
token. I'm just going to be honest. I'm just a couple feet behind.
So that was not a great roll with a 27 total. I only have a plus 20 on my perception too. Only.
Oh my.
Okay, well, it seems pretty trap free. Looks just like a foot locker. Both of them do.
Okay.
However, one of them is actually a weightless foot locker, which is a level 18 item.
What?
Worth 340,000 credits. This metal chest is 2 feet long and can normally hold up to 1 item of 2 bulk, 4 items 1 bulk, or up to 20 items of light bulk. When you close and activate the footlocker, sophisticated gravity reversal units built into the chest frame reduce the bulk of any items in the chest to 0. Even super dense materials have their bulk negated as long as they fit within the chest. You must deactivate the chest before opening it, which returns its contents to their normal weight.
Wow.
That's
It's kind of like a
sick.
chest of holding. That's really cool.
But how
Right.
do
Yeah.
we carry it?
Yeah, how much does
The
it weigh?
It's weightless.
Its bulk is 2.
Okay.
But you could carry something as long as it would fit
yeah.
inside of it of
Yeah.
like 1,000 bulk.
But it is.
Right.
It's,
But you
I
still
wouldn't
have
say
to-
it's something
or
you
what's the
strap
limit
to
on
your
it?
back. It's 2 foot long. Is that what you said?
It's 2 feet long.
So
Slightly
basically
cumbersome.
like a long cardboard box. You
I mean, I
strap it
will
onto you.
drag that motherfucker, dude. I don't care.
You should be able to just strap it to your
yeah,
back.
Yeah,
or
for
something.
300,000 credits.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We gonna get
So,
it, baby.
if you sold that, to be honest, that would take it down to
30.
what? 34,000 credits. Because you
But
get
still.
10%. But
Consistently angered when I remember this. It's
300,000 credits.
So
That's
fucking,
30K.
it's so predatory.
all right, so Heath, Mike's going to hold on to that, I assume.
They're really selling the capitalist dystopia
Yeah.
fiction, you know?
Well,
Are you taking?
I don't like. The thing is, I don't like. I'll drag it, but I don't want it in my inventory. Like, I want to be able to put it down if I fight. You know,
Well, I mean, we could
Well,
strap
because
it to your back.
I'll be
like-
encumbered if I like. Just
Well, you can
have it in
grab
my
it on your way out.
You could put all
You
your
know.
shit inside of it
that you're not
Oh,
using.
yeah, I could.
Yeah.
There we go.
There you go. And you won't be encumbered no more.
But you wouldn't be able to like quick access all your stuff. So
I mean, he mostly just uses the dash
It's all right.
yeah, you get a whole arsenal of shit you could throw back in there.
I don't have near as much as I used to since we started this AP.
Yeah, I'll have to figure out how
One
to
way.
do that on your sheet, but right now you have the weightless footlocker.
Yeah.
Oh, no. So here's what I can do. I still have that engine runner set of armor that we picked up that I was going to retrofit later. I can put that armor. Will it fit in there?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is I don't know how to do that, or I'm not going to take the time to do that on your sheet right now.
I'm not worried about that. I'm just for my own
Yes, you can
knowledge.
put.
I could put the engine runner and my Dashko in there and just use my fist for a little while, and then I can fit it in my inventory, no problem.
That's what's up.
Yep. All right. So there's some other stuff in these footlockers, though. There's a grind blade fitted with a collapsing weapon accessory. There is a heavy stellar cannon fitted with a null space gunner harness weapon accessory. There is a White Star plasma pistol fitted with a revealing scope weapon accessory. A Vortex scatter gun, 25 phasing 2 long arm and sniper rounds, and a red nanite hypopen. So we're going to take these one at a time.
Okay.
So we're going to start with the grind blade that has the collapsing weapon. It's with that, as a move action, you can fold or close a collapsing weapon into a much smaller size, allowing you to use the sleight of hand skill to hide a collapsed weapon of 1 or 2 bulk as if it were a light weapon, granting a collapsed weapon of light bulk the conceal special property. As a move action, you can re-extend it. So this is just a regular grind blade that you can fold. It's a folding grind blade.
I'm actually not concerned with that because I still have a grind blade back on the ship that I whenever
Nice.
we did our levels.
I'm going to write down this loot. Okay. I assume that you're going to come back and grab the stuff on your way out just to sell it.
Yeah.
So you can leave the footlocker there and fill it with all this crap, right? And then you can pick it up on your way. There's no need to drag it around right now. So in the weightless footlocker, we're going to leave the grind blade, right?
Yeah.
All right. And so collapsing grind blade. Got it. So the next thing we have there is the heavy stellar cannon. And that...
I can't use heavy weapons. It's 40-12 though, with wound.
Yeah, that's probably one of the people with soldier levels.
I mean,
All right. So it's a level 15 item. It's two-handed. It's got the blast special property. So it fires like a cone, like exploding cone.
Okay.
Filled with dense flechettes that shred nearby targets. Stellar cannons have a limited range, but they deal traumatic damage to large areas. It's going to be a 30-foot cone.
Okay.
It attacks KAC, and it does do, as Zach said, 4d12 piercing damage. And then if you crit, you get the wound on it.
That's a lot.
And it also has the null space gunner harness.
Sounds like it makes it able to be stored somewhere without taking up space. That's what null space technology does.
So the gunner harness is a wearable support mesh for an articulated arm that can serve as a mount for a heavy weapon. A gunner harness reduces the minimum strength score required to fire a heavy weapon without penalty, as determined by the harness's type. In addition, when you fire the mounted weapon, reduce the total penalty you take for making a full attack and due to range by a value determined by the harness's type. Donning or removing a gunner harness is a full action, and attaching a weapon to a gunner harness or removing it is a full action. So this is a null space gunner harness. It says, reduce the total penalty you take for making a full attack when due to a range by a value determined by the harness's type. Well, this is a null space gunner harness.
So the interesting thing about it is a null space gunner harness must be integrated to a heavy weapon. Functions like a null space grip that turns the harness and its attached weapon into the disc. So we got to look up a null space grip.
Okay, I got that right here. So null space grip. It says depends on its type.
For grips, the types are folding, nanofiber, and blur.
As a move action, you can activate the grip to pull the weapon into an extra dimensional space, leaving only a disc 1.5 inches in diameter. The disc is easy to hide on your person, granting you a +4 circumstance bonus to your sleight of hand check to do so. Additionally, it might not be recognized as a weapon without engineering system to detect. As a move action, you can squeeze the disc to return the weapon to normal form. So you have a big-ass cannon that you can turn into a tiny disc that is 1.5 inches in diameter. And then, on demand...
Well, and once
turn it into a
again,
giant
like the
cannon.
other thing, it gives you a bonus to sleight of hand checks to conceal it.
Yeah. So, who wants that? Do you want that?
I am double
Josh?
checking real quick to make sure that I am proficient with it.
If
With heavy
you-
weapons?
Yeah, I believe
Your
I am.
soldier level should...
Yeah.
If you have a soldier level, you're proficient in
Yeah.
all weapon types.
Okay.
Yep. So that's Stellar Cannon.
What level is it?
The Stellar Cannon is a
Yeah.
level 15 item.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I'm going to put that in your inventory. And then and you can put it on your sheet too.
Yep.
And then I'm going to put that null space thing there too. And we'll look into that a little bit more to make sure we're using it right. But it's pretty dope nonetheless.
That's pretty damn cool.
All right. So
How,
the
how
next,
many rounds did it come with? Just like a full...
it's got a full magazine.
magazine.
Yep. The next one is a White Star plasma pistol, and this is we'll just see. I think I know that the captain needs a better
Yeah.
small arm.
Yep.
15
Already
damage!
Googling it.
All right. So yes, this is a one-handed. It's unwieldy, so you cannot full attack with it. It's a line attack. Okay, so you can get multiple people with one attack if they're in a line. It's going to deal. So it's got 30-foot line range against EAC. It does 3d8 electric and fire damage with a critical burn of 2d8.
Okay. That's not bad if you can line it up and hit a couple of people.
Yeah, it has a battery capacity or like a whatever it's ammunition of 100, but it uses 20 per, so it's got basically 5 shots.
Yeah, so you really got to be aiming for hitting multiple targets.
Yeah, but it's a pretty good small arm. Kuiper, I was thinking you were gonna be interested in it,
No,
but
no,
because
it's
it's unwieldy, I think that's not what you're looking for.
Not at all.
So,
Plus, yeah, no. Just that.
so we're gonna default that then to Ziva.
I sure would. Appreciate it.
All right, go ahead and drag. That's a White Star plasma pistol, and it has a revealing scope on it.
Ooh la la.
And a revealing scope, I think, helps you with concealment.
I believe so.
So a revealing scope is a telescopic sighting device with an incorporated reticle that attaches to a small arm or railed weapon's top rail. A scope can't be added to a weapon with a sight. As a move action, you can aim through a scope. This can be done as part of the same move action required to aim a weapon with a sniper weapon or as part of a trick attack. Aiming through the scope reduces penalties to attack rolls due to range, as well as bonuses to ACs from cover. This again, I'm not sure exactly. Okay, so for concealment, you will reduce concealment by 10%. You can see invisible and ethereal creatures if you're using the move action to look through the scope. Okay, sorry. 3 times a day as a move action, you can use its sensors to do that. So it's a pretty cool weapon. When again, we'll dig a little deeper into making sure we've got that all figured out in between episodes. But I'm going to go ahead and put that in your inventory.
Okay.
So the
and
two
that's
things that you need to put
revealing?
is the revealing scope. Yes.
Okay. Cool.
All right. Well, there's more. There's a vortex.
But wait.
There's a vortex scattergun.
A new car!
Okay,
vortex-
scatterguns are shotguns, so I'm interested.
Yeah, so the Scattergun Vortex is another level 15 item. A Scattergun fires fragmentary shells in a spray from its barrel, dealing damage to all targets in range. It is a snub-nosed gun, making it easier to conceal. It is considered a long arm. It's two-handed. Has a 30-foot cone. It goes against KAC and does 3d12 of piercing damage. No critical effect, but it does have that blast property. So that's and no. Go ahead.
Is it unwieldy?
No, it is not.
Well, I want it if no one else does.
Anybody else want a shotgun?
No.
Man.
No.
I've sort of, not really.
It's like a sawed-off shotgun.
All
I've
right.
built my character in such a way that I don't really want,
Right.
like, weapon-based loot.
Right. All right. Well, I dragged it into your Foundry sheet. For your sheet, Heath, you're looking for a Vortex Scattergun. It does not have any mods on it, though. It's just straight up. And then there are some phasing rounds. Phasing ammunition is tipped with quantum variable molecules, allowing it to phase through many materials prior to impacting with its target. If you take a move action to aim and then fire on the same turn a weapon that has phasing ammo loaded in it, the attack ignores any cover the target has with a hardness equal to given value or less. So, like 20, bypasses 20 hardness, and the rounds will literally bypass the cover, doing no damage to it. There are
Nice.
25 of those rounds.
That's pretty sick.
For a small arm?
No, it's long arms.
Okay. All right.
Long arm or a sniper rifle.
Gotcha.
I lean towards Josh on that one.
Yeah.
I think so too.
Repeat that. I'm still trying to sort out the bulk
It's
and stuff.
basically
with
it's cover negating ammunition.
It's long arm rounds that you can fire if they have concealment or cover. Like
Not concealment, but
not
cover.
concealment, but cover. You're good. Like,
So
it hits 'em.
yes, but I don't have a weapon to use it with.
You don't have a long arm?
Like you said, long arm rounds. I've got a plasma fork and this disintegrator
you
rifle.
use
Yeah,
I use
battery
batteries
weapons.
and now
Yeah, battery
scattergun
weapons.
shells.
Okay. Well, do you want these for your shotgun?
It's a different type of ammo, I think.
Yeah.
No, it's
shell
longer.
versus round.
Because on here it specifically calls out. Where is it? Nope, that's the wrong weapon. They are scattergun shells. They are not long arm rounds.
Yeah, because I have those for the.
Well, do you want these, Zach, for your hunting rifle?
I can use them for my hunting rifle?
Yeah.
It's a long arm.
Sure.
I think you're the only person
yeah.
who can use them.
Yeah, I think
Exactly,
they're
yeah.
default
What kind
to
of
the
rounds were they called?
Phasing 2 long arms, and there's 25 of them.
Okay. Got him. I'll throw him in the old efficient bandolier I've got.
Oh, that's right. There you go. And then you got a red nanite hypo pen.
That's just
And
great to have for the party.
Yeah, the hypo pens are great. Yeah, and the red ones, they take care of greater remove condition. That's what they do.
Wow.
They're like the highest of the hypo pins.
They are.
I would say give it to like Kuiper because
Somebody's really mobile.
yes,
Yeah.
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 Probably not the healer, because if your healer's
Yep.
incapacitated, you're going to want to get him up.
Right.
All right. So I'm going to drop that on Kuiper. Kuiper, there you go. You get a little red nanite hypo pen. Beautiful.
Thank you, sure.
All right. So good little loot drop right there, y'all.
Indeed. That took like 30 minutes.
I do have a quick question though. I'm sitting here looking at this bulk. That the weapon itself is 2 bulk. The harness is another 2 bulk.
that's a lot.
That's a
It's a
lot.
heavy weapon though.
Yeah.
But
well,
it
I think
is.
it only becomes that way whenever you're actively using it.
no,
Yeah,
like on my person, it's 2 bulk
Yeah.
for the harness.
So I'm going to do some research on digging in on that, because I think the idea is that the point of it is to negate some of the bulk.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
But
it's a
I
harness.
don't want to take any more time on air
Okay.
right now. Let me get a perception check. Now that was those of you that are still on the command deck's upper platform. Let's get a perception check.
Okay.
44.
44.
I did not mean to click that.
Well, 44
34.
is... Yeah, I mean, 44's got it. There are panels built, but you do too, Kuiper. You guys both kind of find a panel that are built into the 5 workstations on the upper platform. They open into cylindrical storage chambers which hold standard issue items provided to high-ranking civ military officers. So we're not done with loot, because in there, altogether, the consoles contain 3 D-Suit 5s.
Ooh.
And that's going to be upgrades
my.
Yeah, that's definitely an upgrade.
It's all light armor, right?
Well,
Yeah,
the D-Suits
D-Suit.
are, D-Suit 5 is going to be level 17 armor.
Huge.
Holy fuck.
It's
yeah.
light
Huge.
armor. Gives you a plus 20 to EAC, plus 21 to KAC, and your max dex is 7. So it's just really flexible and good armor. It's huge. There's 3 of those. So I imagine all 3 of our light armor
Yes.
characters are going to
Yes.
take one of those.
Hell yeah. There's
And-
5 upgrade slots.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is really, really good armor.
I don't have time to put it on right now though, because I have to adjust all of my mods and
No,
I,
you
I'm
should
definitely
leave
not
it in the
putting
box, and we'll
I'm not
take
gonna
it
go
all
across
when we
that
leave.
cheesy catwalk with no wings. You know, so.
Right.
Yeah.
Right,
yeah.
right. So the armor's going in the box,
Yeah.
and we'll
But-
deal with that afterwards.
But we can go ahead and put them on our sheets.
I might just carry that with me in case you try to pull something fancy.
Well, I mean, if you're what okay, let's talk about that situation, because you're worried about wanting to have it on.
No,
case-
just carry it with
He
me.
wants you to not be able to find a way to steal it from him.
Oh, I see. I got you. Okay.
I'm going to go out on a limb. If Adam's taking, this much time to give us his loot, I don't think he's going to pull the...
Don't metagame, Emily.
Hey, look,
Don't
I'm just gonna
metagame.
go. Look, I'm just gonna add that to my sheet anyway. Listen, I'm not putting it on,
Yeah,
but
you're
it's
just
in
carrying
there. It's in there in my sheet, so don't forget about it later.
Is
You're gonna forget about it.
Tucking.
You talking dog? I'm in there. I'm in there.
All right, Emily, do you have the bulk to just carry it?
I do. I've
Okay, so
just
put one
added
on your
mine.
sheet.
Yeah.
And then, Kuiper, are you going to switch, or you're going to just carry? Or do you want to put it in the box?
Just leave it in the box. I trust you, man. I trust you.
Okay, so one deuce.
Famous last words, my friend.
You know what?
There-
Actually, in case I die, somebody can loot it off my body and they could use it. So,
What's going to be
I
in
mean,
the
it's
box?
going to be in the box. It's not a
okay.
gift.
All right.
It's a decent
Leave it in the
five.
box. Leave it in the box.
Also, whether or not you die, we'll get it.
I mean, we gonna get it, baby.
we gonna
Please
get it.
believe me.
All right, there's more. There's more.
But wait, there's more.
There's
Here
some
it is.
heavy armor in there, too.
Here it is.
There it
Yes,
is.
yes. There are 2 suits of steel bones heavy armor.
Oh my.
I like the
This
sound
is
of
level
that.
16 armor. The framework of metal ribs covers the suit of heavy armor. Force fields bridge the gaps between the metal ribs, which give the armor the macabre look of a metal skeleton.
Oh shit.
This armor gives you a plus 21 to EAC, a plus 23 to KAC, has a max dexterity modifier of 4, has a armor check penalty of -3, so to any of your dexterity based skills you're going to take a -3, and it does have a -5 speed adjustment.
That's not bad.
Upgrade slots, it has
That's what I'm concerned with.
6.
So 7 for me.
That's awesome.
Okay, so I'm definitely going to use that, but I'm leaving it in the box.
Okay,
And
so what about you, Josh? Are you gonna?
Yeah, I'm 100% going to take it. But I'm looking at this. It only takes 10 minutes per upgrade to move it to a new piece of gear. There's no rolls or anything for it.
Right.
So, looking at my bulk situation, without getting too deep off in it, this new armor weighs 2 less bulk. With that 2 less bulk, I'm no longer encumbered. So I want to spend the half hour to move my 3 armor upgrades to it. If it's got
All right,
slots.
we'll see you, Josh.
Bleh.
Do it. I feel you, but go ahead and get after it on your sheet and make it happen. All right.
Yeah, it's got 6 upgrade slots, so I'm good.
Fuck yeah, dude.
yeah, I mean, I just dealing with armor upgrades for me is like such a long process.
Yeah,
Not only in
right.
terms of game time, but in terms of like me fucking doing it because I have so much stuff to deal with.
Yeah.
That
I
puts
really want
Phil's
this.
AC at 36 and 38.
Jesus Christ.
Fucking hell.
Nice.
Yeah, so
Yeah, go ahead. You're going to take one or you're going to put it in the box?
I've got to put it in the box and I'm gonna put that engine runner suit that I have in the box. Because you went ahead and put a couple of things on my sheet, and I'm like over my encumbrance limit by a decent amount. So the engine runner is gonna go in there, and I think I have a disintegrator rifle that we got a little while back that I want to leave in there, and I'm gonna have to actually
What
leave
kind
that
of disintegrator rifle?
executioner.
God.
Murder gun
Yeah,
can
that.
go in the box. Which, I mean, what gun isn't, you know?
Fair enough.
Actually, there are some in Starfinder that are not murder guns. And I'm going to have to leave that scattergun vortex. Sorry you put it in my inventory, but like I'm like 6 over encumbered.
Really? Even after leaving all that stuff in there?
No, I haven't.
Including the box?
The box is counting against my encumbrance.
Yeah, take it off your inventory because I'm writing everything that's in there and you can add it later. There's more stuff in these consoles.
Damn, dude.
There's so much shit.
Lore
on,
drop,
give me
the
some operative
episode.
shit.
Or not lore, loot drop, the episode.
Yeah. There's a standard gluon crystal, which will probably be an improvement to your... I don't know what kind of crystal you have in your...
For Solarian.
your Solarian weapon, Zach, but there is a standard gluon crystal.
I do have a gluon crystal of sorts.
I think it's a lesser though.
You may be correct. It is a lesser.
All right, this is a standard, which is a level 15 version.
Oh, I'm sure that's
dude,
better.
Yeah.
Dude, it's way better. So a standard.
It adds plus 3d6 damage.
There you go, plus 3d6.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna add that bad boy.
Yep. All right. There is 2 spell ampules of Mystic Cure at 3rd level.
I mean, spell ampules are the ones that anybody can use, right?
I think that's spell chips.
You don't have to use no, because y'all gave me the spell ampule of haste because I could use it, whereas the spell gem I couldn't use. So I would love to be able to heal someone. That would be amazing. But if y'all, it could be useful for anyone. It's healing.
I mean,
Yeah, obviously I don't need it, right?
I have a shit ton of healing serums. So
Right.
I
I
take
think either
it, Mike.
you or Josh. So.
Dude, with that gluon crystal, man. My sword weapon is hitting for 10d6 plus 20 damage.
Holy crap.
What the fuck?
10d6 plus 20 damage.
That's awesome. Okay, so Heath, there are 2 of those spell ampules of Mystic Cure, 3rd level. There's a spell amp of Remove Affliction.
Okay. Good for anybody.
Yeah, who wants it?
I mean, yeah, Kuiper. There we go.
There you go.
All right,
Mobility.
take it. Take it.
Mobility, yeah, I like it.
And then there is so much stuff.
I'm so
Okay,
pumped.
there is a Tiara of Translocation Mark II. This shimmering circlet is crafted from rare materials and seems to bend and distort light around it, creating an eerie halo of light around your brow. Once per day, a Tiara of Translocation allows you to teleport yourself and up to 5 additional creatures, functioning as a teleport spell. Unlike the spell, the range at which you can use this item varies upon its model, as described below. You cannot use a Tiara of Translocation to travel between planes, and it refuses to function at all while in the drift. A Mark II will allow you to teleport anywhere within 2,000 miles.
Oh, hell yeah.
Dibs? I want a fucking crown.
I mean, yeah, might as
I
well.
love it's like the teleportation. That's nice and all, but this is a tiara.
tiara.
This is a
So I will
tiara.
be wearing it.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. I think you should
You're
have
power
it.
hungry. You got into politics. Now you want to be a queen.
I mean,
I
y'all.
mean, she's got to run around as a politician now.
Yeah,
so it's
I
like
got places
that.
to go, babe.
Yeah, exactly.
You're like,
Power
I'll send you
corrupts.
boop, teleport your whole crew to the next meet and greet. All right,
And this is a
beautiful.
Mark II?
It is a Mark II, yeah.
Wunderbar.
Okay. So much stuff. So much stuff.
Insane.
Is that it finally?
That is it.
Okay.
I will say that all of the armor will have to be retailored to fit your body type.
I can handle that.
But that also does not take very long. So,
Right.
so
I just assume the next time we can get a point where we have a little bit of like time to mess with stuff, like Mike's gonna go into Iron Man montage mode and start working on people's stuff.
yeah. So that is a huge drop. I'll tell you what I have in the weightless footlocker is 1 collapsing grind blade, 1 D-suit 5 armor, 1 steel bones heavy armor, 1 engine runner suit, 1 disintegrator executioner rifle. Is there anything else that's in there?
The Calo Encounter Suit 3 that I took off.
Okay.
Boom shakalaka, we're good to go. Yay!
All right.
I have so many fucking weapons on my person
All
right
right,
now.
so after book 1, we're definitely going to have to do some housekeeping and
Yes.
inventory
for sure.
Yes.
But there's going to be an opportunity to sell and shop and all that kind of stuff. So start thinking about that. Not right now. So that is 50 minutes of loot. But I mean, it's a lot of loot and it's some good shit. And
I ain't
you've
mad.
earned it. You've earned it at this point.
Yeah,
And
this
it's
is a turning point. Like, this is huge.
But the question I have for you now is, what do you want to do next?
So we got to go through some doors and try to figure out how to shut down the nuclear reactor at the center of this thing, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Door time.
Yeah.
There's a southern
Southern?
door
Southern?
or a northern
A
door.
northern or a
Ooh, I
southern?
don't like that.
I'd like to not go to any of them the way you've said them.
I say go north and then work our way south. I don't know.
Why north?
I don't know.
I
To the
say
top,
go
then
south.
to the bottom.
Go north just because that's the one that's
We
already more
we get
revealed.
rid of southern
Oh,
tomfoolery.
here it
You
is.
just-
There it
you
is.
just
There it
don't
fucking
wanna-
is.
Yeah. I see how it is.
It's like cleaning. You start from the top and you work your way down.
So you're going to go to the
Exactly.
ceiling?
Adam,
Emily.
That's how that works with cleaning.
We
All
can't
right,
fly,
moving forward.
Captain says north. I don't know. Y'all fight me if you want.
You don't want that.
Kuiper's investigating the door up north.
So we are going to the northern room.
I don't love how you're questioning us so hard on this. Now I've
He's just trying to get clarification where we're going.
Yeah, we're
nervous.
letting it turn into our classic stupid fucking problem with doors.
That's true. We do have problems with doors.
Captain said
stand-
north, let's go north.
Yeah,
I'm
we're
gonna stand
going.
behind Kuiper.
Like, we have not enough information to make a decision either way, so
Yeah.
let's just go somewhere.
Arbitrary.
I lied. I'm gonna stand behind Mike.
Okay.
Smart.
Rolled a
always
36
a good
on that
decision.
perception check.
What about Oren and Fel?
What about us?
Where are you going to be when this trap goes? I mean, when
What?
we look at this door.
Outside of the effect of the trap range.
You're muted, Zach.
Still
can't
muted,
hear.
Zach.
Still muted.
I said, excuse you, bro. You better calm the fuck down. Damn. I clicked my
rolled
button
36.
twice and nothing happened, dude.
Zoom turned on his vulgarity filter.
Yeah, it said, "Hey, man, maybe rethink that." No, I'm really like going all in on that. Right there, I'm gonna be right between Mike and Kuiper, technically 5
Alright.
feet, but it's a little weird angle. Perception check, though. Did we do
Yeah,
that?
throw down that perception
yeah.
check so I don't die.
Well,
Can we all do it? I'm
I got a
sorry.
natural 20 on that.
Fuck,
That's
yeah.
a 50 on the
Okay.
perception check.
Feel
That
free.
is a funky 50, dude.
Funky 50.
All right. So, yeah, it's fine. It's a door.
If there's a trap out there that beats a 50, I'm gonna
We
be
deserve
pissed.
it.
We deserve it. She says that is the difference between you and Zach. You know what I mean? Like,
In no way do we deserve
I'm
it.
like, I'm gonna be pissed, and we deserve it.
Way that cookie crumbles.
okay. All right. You can open the door. It's safe.
All right.
Smash through.
Click,
Click.
click.
All right. So, if you guys just want to take a little step in so you can see it, I wouldn't go too far, but you can. Just kinda
I
take a
know
step
you're
in.
a magic
Wouldn't go
GM.
too far, he says.
Uh-huh. Go ahead.
That's,
Take a
that's
step
exactly
in.
what I said. Yeah.
In fact,
So this vault-like room thrums with the vibration of massive machines working together in perfect sync. Tall, blocky objects made of a strange black metal jut alternately from the chamber's opposing walls, forming a tight grid throughout most of the room. Blue and orange lights blink intermittently from the metal's objects' displays as these computers carry out their silent tasks. The acrid odor of burning plastic permeates the stifling air.
Gross.
so these are like, I'm sorry, terminals, or they're just big things?
They look more like servers or computer banks, like massive computer banks.
In the sort of north-ish, east-ish, what is that?
That I think.
It's a flavor station.
Okay.
Flavor
I
station.
mean,
It's a small buffet.
nothing to write home about.
Nothing. I mean,
It's
it's
no
like
Golden Corral.
it's no Golden Corral. Exactly. Yeah.
What's funny is that you shouldn't see that without a successful perception check. So let's get a perception check to see the thing that's
okay,
drawn
cool.
on the map.
Yeah.
Alright,
Okay.
fair enough. Heard.
Not ideal. 36.
Yeah. Okay.
42.
32.
Okay. Well, Ziva, you can't see the thing that's clearly there, but
right
I'm
Piper,
standing behind Mike. It's fine.
Piper and Oren can.
I couldn't see it if I wanted to.
Intercontinental buffet. That's what it is.
You see a nondescript metal panel built into it. When you flip that down, then that flips into a console, and that there's like a lever on this console.
Separate
What's that
check
do?
to determine what it would possibly.
Dude,
do
it's
to-
it's gonna drop the enemies out of the fucking ceiling. Or something.
For real.
That's what it's gonna do.
There's a little trap door right above us where snakes are just going to drop down, kill us
It's
all.
always snakes.
Fucking too many
But they're
snakes
all
in this
dead
goddamn
snakes because
ancient alien
it's been here
starship.
for
Million.
thousands of years.
Yeah.
What is this, a
there,
lever?
yeah, is there a
Is that what you
check?
said?
It's like a million years ago they had a snake trap here.
Exactly.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
all just skeletons.
Yeah, so this panel pops down, and there's just like really all that's on it is a lever.
If I could see the lever, I'd go pull it, but it's
Well,
impossible for me to see it.
once they pop it down, everybody can see the lever.
Oh, shit.
So like,
Now
was
do
a
you
panel-
see,
It's a
Michael?
lever, Mike. Clearly, it's a lever.
Oh,
there was
cool.
there's like
Pull
a
the
panel
lever.
like on the wall, and then when they saw it and like activated, that panel comes down, and on this side that opens up, there's a lever, and then Mike walks over and pulls it.
Yep.
And when you do that, this little hexagon thing rises out of the ground. Rises from the floor. And it looks like a workstation, kind of like the workstation that you found in the ruins, the first ruins that you were in.
Hey, before anybody hits anything else, Fel took like 30 minutes to redo his armor, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. At some point in that 30 minutes, I would have liked to have taken a 10-minute rest because I have 0 stamina.
Okay, all right. I'll allow it.
Okay, thank you. Before we go any further and the snakes pop out of the ceiling, I just really need
Well, then I could too.
a 10-minute rest, please.
Yeah, just make sure
Let
you're
me-
using those resolves.
Oh, I definitely
Yeah,
am.
yeah. Using resolve.
Spin resolve. There we go.
There you go.
There it is.
All right.
Who else is doing it? Ziva, are you gonna risk
Yeah, I
it for
had
the
to recover
biscuit?
150
Yeah.
stamina points.
I'll do
Yeah, I
it.
think that was necessary, Zach.
Yeah.
I got some
I
resolve.
got so caught up in the loot, man.
Yeah, I know. It's a lot of loot. It's
It's
a
an
lot of loot.
engrossing
seriously.
loot episode.
Yeah.
Oh, Luke Ganza.
Yeah, I did take a rest, yes.
So yes, this workstation pops up, and there's like 6 like consoles on each side of the hexagon that rises out of the floor.
Okay. That's it?
Well, I mean, you can take a closer look at it. But,
yeah, I mean, sure.
yeah,
I just didn't want to interrupt you.
yeah.
This
Did
one
they
just
look-
pulling
so they
levers
look
left
more
and
like-
right. Salt of the earth, this one.
Are they like computer panels?
They're like hollow screen displays, so like fancy iPad.
Okay, yeah. So
Type
why
deals.
don't you guys check it out? I'll look over your shoulder and tell you what you're doing wrong.
After you already pulled
With
the
my
lever,
automatic
I see.
aid. Well, yeah.
Yeah, so guys can move up to whichever side you want to work on. No, it's this hexagon right here.
sorry.
Yeah. So you just pick a side.
Yeah, and I am legit just gonna look over somebody's shoulder because I can auto aid, but not actually do good computers.
All right. So who wants to take point on doing a computers check here?
I mean, I've got
I
a
think
plus
our
28.
computer guys, yeah.
All right. So Heath, move over next to Phil.
Easy.
All right, cracks his knuckles. What are we looking at here?
Yeah. So let's get a computers check.
How many aids can they get?
2 total.
I mean,
And
I
I
auto
think-
aid.
I auto
All right.
aid as well.
So
that'd
you're
be a
going to
plus
move you
4?
over there. Yeah. Yep.
All right, let's see how it goes. Ooh, that was almost a 1, a 40.
Well, 40 is enough to. Well, it's actually. Oh, you've already
40.
added the plus
Yeah, it's
4.
including
I see.
the aid.
Okay, so you beat the DC, and you see. First thing that you see is a warning message kind of flashing along the top, like in a small little bar across the top. It says critical overheating. It's in Civian, so Ziva, you can translate that. Roll an engineering check. But yeah, in Civian, you see this. It says critical overhearing and a pictogram of a flame. But let's
Overhearing.
get that. Overhearing, yes, overheating. Let's get that engineering check.
Does Mike have an
that?
8 on it?
If he lets me,
it's-
then I'm automatic.
I'm going to say no, but it's not going to be necessary. It's a pretty low check.
Well,
Okay.
if you fail it by some circumstance, then I'll do it.
Oh, no. It was on 18 and rolled over to 20. Total of 30.
30 is a meat speed.
Oh, good lord.
Oh, nice.
All right.
Actually, no,
so
I
you
couldn't
could,
have failed that.
I
why?
rolled a 2. If
If
you
you
rolled a
rolled a
1,
one,
you
you
would have
would
failed.
have.
You would've
Okay, so
failed.
why does the mod on my character sheet show plus 29, but when I roll it, it says plus 28? And the
I'm not.
I don't.
Oh, no, I'm looking at computers versus engineering. Never mind.
Oh, that'll be why.
That'll be why.
No, that's your problem right there.
You can deduce, and I'm not really sure how, but I'm telling you that you can deduce that the computer's vents must have sucked in some of the dust and debris that has built up around the world ship, the world seed, and is causing it to overheat. And judging by the ambient temperature in the computer bank and the heat wave on Hibb's surface, leaving these machines on could indeed prove devastating to the moon and all life upon it. In fact, it has like a counter on it that it's going to be like at a critical threshold within like 7 days.
Well, that's
So this whole thing, we just need some air duster?
Yep.
No. You need to shut down the
you, need to
core,
reboot
yeah.
it. You need to reboot it. Yeah.
No, just shut it down. It don't need to come back on.
There are a few modules that you can look through here. There's the power core monitor. There's the quantum communications module. There's a security module. Those 3. And then, of course, you can power down all the computers in this area, which is certainly contributing to the heat. However, before you can get any further in your investigations, 2 creatures emerge behind you, in between the 2
Snakes.
servers.
goddamn snakes on this goddamn starship.
Zebra just turns around and says, skit out of
And
here.
this is what they look like.
Oh, no.
A fucking hair monster.
No, it's so.
Oh, no.
Shadow
these-
with rainbow claws.
Yeah, they are our shadow that seems to be rending the very fabric of reality around it with color, and they like hiss and slither over to you like snakes, but not snakes. And we'll see
Fucking
you.
snakes.
Oh, fuck. Well,
I knew it
shit.
was gonna be snakes.
Knew it.
These things just tear dimensions into like Lisa Frank realm.
Would you say that they're tearing those dimensions with a color out of space?
I would, in fact, say that.
That's awesome.
I thought you might.